Alright YouTube, let's go ahead and talk about this 5-way format. We have 5 decks that I would consider fully meta, with several rogue decks in the wings, so to speak. Raid Raptor pun. But seriously, let's go ahead and talk about it. We have to side deck in a format where we have 5 viable strategies, and that's really tough through a long tournament. So we have Qli-Demise knocking on the door of greatness. We're seeing it get first, second at regionals. We're seeing it top this previous YCS in the hands of one pilot who had never topped. Congratulations, Jobber! I've been a huge fan for a long time, and it's great to see you get cracking at the tables instead of on those packs. So we see Qli-Demise, we see Kozmos with many variants, we see Monarchs with 2 variants, we see Pendulums knocking at this door, and Burning Abyss PK. PK is, I'm pretty sure, considered the best form of this deck, most consistent, it helps play around cherries, having traps, searchable traps at that, in that Fiendish Chain, as well as the ability to help fade battle phases. Very excellent. So, with these 5 decks, how do you side deck for all of them, especially with things like Water and Psy-Frame knocking at the door of the meta? Well, it's just really difficult. You have to really do 3-ofs in your side deck and try to make them cross up multiple decks. Like Magic Deflector is sided in a lot of decks for this reason. It's good against Monarch, and it's good against Kozmo. It stops both their field spells when they plan to use them. It stops both their continuous spells. More so in Monarchs, they have, you know, March / no one plays March. Return is the big one. But yeah, some people do play March, but I just don't support that card. But basically, some of them both play E-Tellies and variants. We see Monarchs step away from that, but basically, it turns off huge plays in both decks. It shuts down Kozmo Town, which can just win games, as you saw in our previous Zodiac Duelist finals. And it's really good. Well, 2 Zodiac Duelist finals ago, but it was SHVI format anyways. So, how do you go about this? You've really got to just figure out what's good against multiple decks. If you're not maining Max C because of combo pieces, and you want to save it for when you know or think you're going second, you side in 3 Max Cs instead of main decking them. This is very hard in this format though, because almost every deck, even Monarchs, is pretty hurt by Max C. And you saw the champ to mid sided a lot of 3-ofs, if not all, if I recall. But the thing is like the 3-of strategy means you're going to most consistently see the cards you're siding in. You could side 3 for each strategy, or you could side 3 that cross strategies, and then 3 for strategies that hurt you more. So Magic Deflector, like I said, is a cross strategy example. Flying C can be cross strategy. You can use it against Pendulums. The problem with this is that often they may pop it with Sorcerer if you do it too early, so you need to learn your matchups and learn when to play your side deck cards. But the Flying C can be used very well against both Pendulum and Burning Abyss, and a lot of people don't know to use against Pendulums or know when to use it properly. And the problem with that also is that if you use Flying C, you're going to be destroying the Pendulum monsters and giving them back their resources. So that can be a very, very difficult problem with Pendulum and using Flying C, but it is viable against both. We also see cards that are very strong against just one deck being sided, such as Tamid used 3 Full House in case of Qli-Fort. I believe Jobber played against 2 mirror matches at the YCS, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very well mistaken there. I need to talk to him about that, but I believe he told me 2 mirrors were over very easy. And you know, he was prepared for the mirror match, and I think often when you're playing a certain deck, you prepare for the mirror match in very odd ways in terms of like over-preparing, and that's one of my problems as a duelist. I over-prepare for the mirror match, because that's a lot of what I play when testing here in the house. So go ahead and tell me what you think of side decking for a 5-way format. Is it really difficult, or is it doable? Are you able to really cover all of the decks with just those 15 cards, or do you need a little more strategy in place? Like, Do you side the powerful floodgates like Mask Restrict, or do you go for both decks with Magic Reflector? Or do you do both and have that 6 for Monarch, 3 for Kozmo kind of feel? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and please subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos talking with you guys, but we're still going to keep up the deck list and tournament match content. My internet's down again. My router died while we were at the YCS, but don't worry, I'm going to be back up and I'm going to be uploading videos at my parents'. So thanks for watching. Put up with the slowed down content again, but we should be fully back in operation soon here. Thanks, guys.